A cheerful heart is good medicine. That's biblical. So let's keep it light. Let's keep it light. Let's keep it light for a bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, the BCC is thrilled to present, known to come bearing gold jewels and questions, the spicy mistress of diplomatic visits. Please welcome to the pulpit, the Queen of Sheba.
Thank you. Greetings to you all. I am glad to confirm that the reports about the BCC's warmth and cheerful spirit are not at all exaggerated. And now on to my address. I was a monarch, ruling over a realm of no mean significance. We had thriving trade routes, reasonably good approval ratings, and the best coffee this side of Eden. Even better than your Starbucks. For some time, my advisors had flagged King David's successor as a person of great interest. Reports regarding the splendor and prosperity of Israel during King Solomon's reign had increasingly appeared exaggerated. Initially, I did not allocate much time to these reports, as nations have been known to disseminate less than accurate public relations information, otherwise known as fake news. Wisest man alive, you say? I'm sorry, how many wives and concubines? Come off it. But when my own spies and diplomats returned with first-hand accounts of similar content, I sent a request for audience, which Solomon kindly accepted. We thus embarked on what I like to call my trust but verify royal due diligence trip. With great care, we thoroughly prepared for this landmark summit. There was much speculation about the trip. Is she going to try and conquer him? Is it a marriage proposal? Is she just really bored? Let's say I was sufficiently intrigued, like when you scroll through someone's reported balance sheet and wonder, is this really true? I wanted to fact-check for myself. When we finally arrived in Jerusalem, King Solomon and his subjects put on a truly spectacular welcome. The palace was magnificent. I mean, I came from a pretty swanky place myself, but the architecture, the decor, the service, the attention to detail, easily 12 stars. Our intellectual sparring resulted in the most stimulating conversations I've ever experienced. Complex philosophical questions, moral dilemmas, theoretical scenarios, it didn't matter. Solomon's thoughts were not only wonderfully insightful, but also elegant. The man was not only charming, but also a walking, talking AGI. Actual general intelligence. In due course, we were treated to a lavish tour of his kingdom. It wasn't just about the wealth, though there was plenty of that. It was the order, the peace, the wisdom that permeated everything. It was like seeing a perfectly run organization. I have to admit, I was very impressed. The learnings from this were perhaps the greatest benefit of our visit. This wasn't just a clever king, this was something beyond that. This was a king blessed by God. We exchanged gifts, as one does during such encounters. My retinue and I had intended to make a statement, and that we did. But Solomon cheekily took the whole affair a step further. The man wrote me a blank check. I called what I thought was his bluff. The check cleared, and he didn't even break a sweat. I discovered for myself that not only were the accounts about Solomon true, but there may even have been some underreporting. My entourage and I were, to put it simply, totally blown away. I was in awe. Praise be to the Lord, God of Solomon and of Israel. Solomon wasn't wise only because he was naturally brilliant. He was wise especially because he recognized his need for God's guidance and wasn't too proud to ask for it. In conclusion, the expedition was a delightful success. I left with a heart full of wonder, a mind full of fresh wisdom, and a caravan bursting at the seams. There was, however, one follow-up question that seemed to finally catch my dear friend Solomon a bit off balance. I asked him, "So, how's your love life?" Farewell and thank you.
Join us next time when another Bible legend takes to the pulpit to share their personal story. Till then, go in peace, or at least try not to make things worse.
The BCC is recorded in front of a live virtual audience, most of whom managed to stay logged in. The views expressed by tonight's presenter, including any theological inaccuracies, do not necessarily reflect any denominational dogma and are purely for comedic effect. Any resemblance to persons living dead or resurrected is mostly biblical. To accept Royal Rendezvous, swipe right.